Hi guys, today we're going to be reacting to an album that the streets have been waiting for a little bit. We've promised this one for a while. It's Biggie Small's debut album, Ready to Die. It came out in 1994. I've listened to it quite a bit, and you've never listened to it, but you have heard some of the songs off it.
I mean, it's impossible to not hear some of Biggie's biggest songs. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's just goes without saying, really. But I mean, for the most part, like the whole structure and like concept and like theme, I'm not gonna have a clue about. So
Yeah.
still be very interesting. And I'll tell you before each song that I have heard if I've heard it. So we'll still listen to them all though, because you've got to hear it all in its entirety. But
Yeah.
won't be doing heavy analysis on stuff I've already heard. Let's put it that way.
Cool. Yeah, I think this is, I don't want to get your hopes up too much, but yeah, this is, a lot of people would agree this is one of the best hip hop albums of all time. Just like Nas' Illmatic, but came out a bit later. But New York again, we've not really done too much West Coast, we've only done East Coast, so maybe next time we should do a bit of West.
True. Alright, track number 1, Intro, 2005 remastered.
You're gonna say that every time.
No. Sounds very dark.
Ominous.
Come on, push. It's almost there. One more time, come on. Come on, push, baby. One more time. Harder. Push, come on. One more time, here it goes. I see the head. Come on. Yeah!
Hip, how you don't stop. Rock it out, baby, rubber to the boogity bang bang, the boogie to the boogity beat. Now what you hear is not a test.
God damn it, Philip! What the fuck you doing? You can't control that goddamn boy! What? I just saw Mr. Johnson, he told me he caught the motherfucking boy and chopped him! What the fuck are you doing? You can't control that guy, I don't know what the fuck to do with that boy!
What the fuck do you want me to do?
If you can't fucking control that boy, I'ma send him... I'ma send his motherfucking ass to a group home, goddammit! What? I'll smack the shit out of you, bitch!
Take
What?
my black ass,
What the fuck? You
coming in here smelling like sour sauce, you dumb motherfucker!
No guilt. Gizmo's cutting up for the suckers that's down with me.
What, nigga, you wanna rob the motherfucking train? You crazy?
Yes, motherfucking right.
Nigga, what the
yes,
fuck?
nigga,
Nigga, we gon' get-
it's 87, nigga. Is you dead, bro?
Yeah, nigga, but nigga, this a motherfucking...
We need to
Nigga,
get some
the train ain't
motherfucking
nobody
paper,
never
nigga.
robbed no motherfucking
Listen,
train.
man, is your mother giving you money, nigga? My mom don't give me shit, nigga. It's time to get paid, niggas. You with me? Motherfuckers, you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you,
All right,
nigga,
then,
come
nigga,
on.
let's make it happen, then. All you motherfuckers, get on the fucking floor.
Get on the motherfucking floor!
Give me all your motherfucking
Don't
money.
move, nigga.
Motherfucking jury. Give me every fucking thing.
Nigga, I'll shut the fuck up! I'll blow your motherfucking brains out! Nigga, give me your jury!
Get up off that shit. What the fuck you holding on to that shit for, bitch?
Yeah, you'll be back. You niggas always are.
Hey, man. What the fuck is you hollering about, Holmes? You won't see me up in this motherfucker no more.
We'll see.
I got big plans, nigga. Big plans.
I'd like to get your thoughts on that intro.
Well, it's very chaotic and just kind of like painting the picture of like every sort of experience that goes on.
Yeah.
In the hood. But yeah, like, the baby being born in the home, clearly it sounds like. It's like he was being the midwife himself.
Yeah. No, I think...
robbery on the train.
Yeah.
Just do it because it's what you got to do, even though they've never done it before. They don't even know if it's going to work and they're not going to get absolutely nicked. Just like stuff like that, you know? Just painting the picture.
Yeah. For me, it's always been like sort of, I feel like it's his life before the album, you know? It's
Yeah, exactly.
Introducing himself, you know? He was born like in his home with like maybe his dad or some other father figure in his life, you know, shouting at his mum, you know, push him out. And then you can hear the sort of different music that like I feel like he grew up with, you know, like with the hip hop, you know, like some old school, like very old school rap. Like even my dad knows that song. Like it's one of the first like big rap songs ever, I think. and then you can kind of like overlay that with his like parents arguing, it sounded like, and then how he ended up in jail and then coming out and now he's ready to drop this album,
and like saying that he's going to leave all of like basically a gang potentially, ready to, because he's got big plans and they don't believe him, because why would they, to be honest? It's not that easy to just like get out of that situation and just change your life and become like a big artist, so. But equally, they should have backed my boy. Yeah,
Biggie's got big plans.
Yeah. Well, let's hear about him. Track number 2, Things Done Changed.
Motherfuckers was all friendly, lounging at the barbecues, drinking brews with the neighborhood crews, hanging on the avenues. Turn your pages to 1993. Niggas is getting smoked, G. Believe me. Talk slick, you get your neck slit quick. Cause real street niggas ain't having that shit. Toting text for rep, smoking blunts in the project hallways, shooting dice all day, waiting for niggas to step up on some fighting shit. We get hype and shit and start lighting shit. So step away with your fist fight ways, motherfucker. This ain't back in the days, but you don't hear me though. Back in the days. Wanna leave a nigga 6 feet deep, and we coming to the waist to make sure the crying and commotion ain't a motherfucking fake. Back in the days, our parents used to take care of us. Look at them now, they even fucking scared of us. Calling the city for help because they can't maintain. Damn shit done changed. If I wasn't in the rap game, I'd probably have a key knee deep in the crack game. Because the streets is a short stop. Either you're slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. Shit, it's hard being young from the slums, eating 5-cent gums, not knowing where your meal's coming from. And now the shit's getting crazier and major. Kids younger than me, they got the Sky Grand pages.
Thoughts on that track then?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. He's very good at like kind of putting out the whole playing field, you know.
Yeah.
Of like how it was. Like, for example, back in the day they used to thump and now they blast. And like you said, it obviously quite more literally in his verse as well. He said, motherfuckers want to try and use Kung Fu instead of a Mac 10. And it's like, it just like tells you that like there is really like no place or time where you're actually safe. Because there could literally be like a little kid coming up and he's like, some shit's happened and he like needs to fucking get money quick, and he will literally just get his gun out and fucking go for anyone. So you're never safe, and you never know who's going to be like, let's say your toughest enemy, for example, because anyone could just literally shoot you one day and that's it. Like, there is no like preparation for it, so it's just fucked up, really. Yeah,
no, it really paints like a picture of the kind of environment that he is in or was in.
Just high stress, constant high
stress. And
obviously family shit as well.
Yeah, I think it's sort of in reference to sort of how areas like in New York and other cities kind of changed from like the 80s to the 90s. Like I remember like Family Guy made a joke about 80s black guys versus 90s black guys, like making a joke like the 80s black guys are no match, because like suddenly like everything just got a lot like more dangerous, more like, so I think it's because like this is obviously the time that he grew up, so he's kind of seen that transition from, you know, having like barbecues in the neighborhood to it being basically like a war zone, from what he says here. And yeah, just a high stress environment, you know, his mum's sick as well, so it's just quite a dark song, and I feel the instrumental matches that sort of like heavy distorted like bass on it. And
I feel like the piano was quite like mysterious almost. kind of makes you feel like lost, and I guess you would feel lost if you're constantly just not able to just chill out and like think far ahead, because you have to be thinking about just the present the whole time.
Yeah.
You can't really afford to think far ahead. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, for sure.
No, yeah, it's good rap, and he kind of kept it quite simplistic with the flow and that, and I think it served a good purpose of just keeping it the attention on what he's saying, basically. Cause
I was able to genuinely like understand what he's saying, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's just like, Jesus Christ, the amount of double entendres and bars going on is just a bit mad.
Yeah.
I feel like he's definitely not going his hardest in that sense, but he doesn't need to, because that's not really the purpose of the song.
Yeah.
From what I hear, so.
Yeah.
Definitely painted a good picture. And yeah, it's just like kind of the difference between like fighting and just pure violence, and I feel like that's just kind of what he's explaining the change in from like 1980s to 1990s. It's just like, it's not really about being able to fight for yourself, it's just about literally being in the right place at the right time and having a strap. And there's just nothing really you can do to stop it.
No.
On to track number 3, Gimme the Loot. I have a feeling I've heard this one, but I might be wrong. I'll let you know as soon as I'm getting familiar with it.
You might have know it because it was referencing Astroworld.
Maybe I've just heard it in there.
Gimme the Loot.
Yeah, it might literally just be just from there that I've heard it, but I might have heard the actual thing.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
We'll find out presently.
Yeah. Motherfuckers better know. I'm a bad bid, a 1 to 3, he be home the end of 93. I'm ready to get this paper, G. You with me? Motherfucking right. My pockets looking kinda tight, and I'm stressed. Yo, Biggie, let me get the vest. No need for that. Just grab the fucking gat. The first pocket that's fat. The tech is to his back. Word is born, I'ma smoke him. Yo, don't fake no move. What? Treat it like boxing. Stick and move. Stick and move. You ain't got to explain shit. I've been robbing motherfuckers since the slave shit. With the same clip and the same 4-5, 2-point blank, a motherfucker sure to die. That's my word. Nigga even try to bogart. Have his mother singing It's So Hard. Yes, love your fucking attitude. Because the nigga play pussy, that's the nigga that's getting screwed and bruised up. From the pistol whipping, webs on the neck from the necklace stripping. Then I'm dipping up the block and I'm robbing bitches too. Up the herringbones and bamboos. I wouldn't give a fuck if you're pin. Give me the baby rings and the #1 mom pen. Give me the loot, give me the loot. Give me the loot, give me the loot. Give me the loot, give me the loot. Big up, it's a stick up, and I'm shooting niggas quick if you hiccup. Don't let me throw my clip up in your back and headpiece, the opposite of peace. Sending Mom Duke a wreath. You're talking to the robbery expert. Step into your wake with your blood on my shirt. Don't be a jerk and get smoked over being resistant. Cause when I lick shots, the shits is persistent. Goodness gracious, the papers. Where the cash at? Where the stash at? Nigga, pass that before you get your grave dug from the main thug. 357 slug, and my nigga Biggie got an itchy one grip. 1 in the chamber, 32 in the clip. Motherfuckers better strip. Yeah, nigga, peel before you find out how blue steel feel. From the Beretta, putting all the holes in your sweater. The money getter, motherfuckers know the better. Rolex watches and colorful swatches. I'm digging in pockets, motherfuckers can't stop it. Man looking, oh shit, now he looking in my face. You better haul ass, cause I ain't with no fucking chase. So lace up your boots, cause I'm about to shoot a true motherfucker going out for the loot. Take that, motherfuckers.
So yeah, I want to get your thoughts on that one, because I think you picked up on what I think is the coolest bit about this song.
Yeah, well, he's very good at kind of giving you two angles, like almost two people conversing.
Yeah, it's the way he kind of like
voice. He just like raises his tone.
Yeah,
kind of like sounds a bit more playful.
Yeah,
and then comes in with his like harder, lower voice. Where he always does a voice where it sounds like he's like running out of breath, but it sounds sick.
Yeah,
it's like really. I don't know if he actually is running out of breath. Who knows? Probably just could have fucked up lungs, but
yeah, it's like
it's
he's like trading bars with himself on the song,
exactly.
basically, and it's always one of my favourite things when you get like two artists on a song and they rap and they properly go like back and forth.
But he's just doing it on his own.
He's just doing it solo, and I think it's a really cool like gives the song a really unique feel to it.
Yeah, and it didn't sound forced either. Like, it genuinely could be someone else.
Yeah.
So that's
I did check it, and when I first looked that up, because I was like, surely it does have a feature, because it's just like can't not.
But you can still hear it's him. But
originally,
like,
it was supposed to have Nas on this song. He was supposed to be on that, but in the studio, Nas got too high and couldn't record his verse. So
why don't they just do it the week after?
Yeah, don't do drugs, kids, because drugs have stolen Nas on Gimme the Loot. So,
but I guess that kind of quite fitting to the tune, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Biggie took the loot, aka Nas's lyrics, unless it's his own lyrics he added instead. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was supposed to be
Nas's lyrics of his, but
yeah, I'm not sure if it was supposed to be like Nas doing one of the two characters in the song, or if it was supposed to be Nas just does another verse on the song.
But if it is, that'd be really effective, because in the chorus he said, "What's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine."
Yeah.
So obviously he's talking about just like robbing people in general to get money, because he needs more for himself. But it could literally also mean he should rob Nas's verse, because it's now his.
Yeah.
So there's double entendres in the whole situation. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. I think it's interesting that this song is kind of like him saying like all of like the behaviour that he's engaged in, when in the last song before that it was all criticising that exact behaviour, and then saying all that is wrong, but I do it anyway because I'm trying to get this money.
Yeah, and like he just does a very good job of like enforcing the fact that it's like you have to just separate your emotions from the situation.
Yeah.
Like, it's about the loot, it's not about the life, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, to the average person, that seems insane, but that is just how they've lived.
Yeah, he's just trying
obviously not saying they don't have issues from it, because I'm sure they definitely have bad PTSD, just like any soldier or war would as well, because it's like the same thing at the end of the day. Except you choose to fight unless you've been drafted for World War II.
Yeah.
But you don't really choose to not be broke and like have to get yourself out, so that's the fucked up part about it, really.
Yeah. And what do you think about the beat on this one?
Yeah, just really like good downbeat, like makes you bob your head.
Yeah.
Steady. And like on the chorus especially, because he says "Give me the loot" so quickly. It's like "Give me the loot, give me the loot." It's like every beat.
Yeah.
So it's really effective.
Yeah, and I like the bit at the end of each verse, you know, where it kind of like breaks the beat down, and then before the chorus comes in, and like whatever interlude he's using.
Yeah, and I've noticed not just in this song so far, but just throughout for the last 3 songs we started, a lot of record scratching as well, just like we did on the Nas album. There's some in there, same with the Low and Fury. So I'm guessing like that is definitely a staple in this sort of period of hip hop.
Yeah, well, DJ Premier, he works on definitely Illmatic and this one as well, and I think he's quite well known for his record scratches. So I don't know if it's him for sure, but that was a big thing that he did.
Yeah, it's nice. Like it's a nice contrast to modern music, to be honest, because you don't hear it anymore.
No, it definitely gives it that 90s feel to it.
Yeah, exactly. On to track number 4, Machine Gun Funk. Alright, I'll stop with the accents. I might just say it normally, just for you guys.
He's nice like that.
Track number 4, Machine Gun Funk.
So you wanna be hardcore with your hat to the back, talking about the gaps in your raps, but I can't feel that hardcore appeal that you're screaming. Maybe I'm dreaming. This ain't Christopher Williams, still some MC got the feel one, caps I got the feel some. To let niggas know that if you fuck with big and heavy, I get up in that ass like a wedgie. Says who says me, the lyrical. Niggas saying Biggie off the street, it's a miracle. Left the drugs alone, took the thugs along with me. Just for niggas acting shits, for the jackers, the jealous ass crackers in the I make you prove that it's bulletproof. Hold your head, cause when you hit the bricks, I got gin mad blunts and bitches sucking dick. The fuck, baby. Smoke funk, smack bitches on the backside. Bed-Stuy, the place where my head rests. 50 shot whip if a nigga want test. The rocket launcher, Biggie stomp ya, high as a motherfucking helicopter. That's why I pack a Nina, fuck a misdemeanor, beating motherfuckers like Ike beat Tina. What's love got to do when I'm ripping all through your whole crew? Strapped like bamboo, but I don't sling guns. I got bags of funk and it's selling by the tons. Niggas wanna know how I live the Mac life, making money smoking mics like crack pipes. It's type simple and plain to maintain. I add a little funk to the brain, the funk baby. I live funk, the funk baby. I live funk, the funk. 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 Bad boy full of fat. I live funk, the funk. Big small. I live funk, the funk. Funk baby. I live funk, the machine. I live funk, the funk. 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 I live funk, the funk.
So, how did you like the Machine Gun Funk?
It's very funky. No, but the beat was really... I feel like it was further forward in the mix. I think I said that while we were listening. Just the snare was hitting really hard.
Yeah, the drums
every other beat.
Yeah.
Really keeps you... Just like I said last time, just really like heavy head hits, you know. I like being able to do that to music.
Yeah.
It's not like you can do it to any song, so...
No.
I feel like it's always this part of hip-hop that I share that sort of feeling with.
Yeah.
I feel like they all love it's boom bap beats, really. That's how you say it. So, and you can't complain about it, really.
No.
I don't think you can make a bad one.
I think Biggie does a really good job of like jumping on those beats and staying on the beat.
Fucking amazing, and
the rhymes sometimes, like the rhyme schemes are crazy. Like, and it just really like it's so easy to understand, I find.
Yeah, 100%. I'm already finding it a lot easier than, for example, Nas on Illmatic. Like,
yeah,
a lot easier.
Yeah, he's got like a delivery that kind of is so like relaxed and like easy going, but he's still like, you know, getting loads of like content in there, like the rhymes. Like the deliveries, the flows.
And I feel like it's a personality thing.
Yeah,
because I mean, he even like talks about how, you know, he makes loads of jokes, but he'll still get out his gun and kill someone one day because that's what he has to do. Yeah, and it's like I feel like that's kind of his whole. Like if he was born somewhere else and he like didn't have to live that life, I don't think he would be anywhere like near as accustomed to the sort of personality that would get into problems like that. Yeah, but I think it's just he's been forced into it, but he seems like a very light-hearted soul and just like a guy who likes to have fun and enjoy himself, just like everyone else.
Yeah, he definitely likes to party, I think. Yeah. Likes the Mary Jane as well.
Yeah. And I mean the instrumental was really good. I really like the trumpet. It's just like quite distorted, just going ding 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 in my left ear. And like as you said with the flows, like just in the chorus, even though the chorus is just repeated, which obviously we've discussed in the other hip hop albums we've done, which I actually enjoy because it's like a break before each verse. It's like just, you know, here we go again, ready for the next verse. But the way he delivers it, it's like I live for the funk, and the funk like hits on the snare every time. It's really effective. It's hard to get out of your head, like it's really in my head.
It's interesting that the way it sort of sounds like it's a sample almost, you know what I mean? Like,
it's like really drawn back in the mix. Like it almost sounds like he's like, it's almost like you played some music off your phone, just out your phone speakers and just recorded it into a mic or something. Obviously they don't have smartphones, but I'm not saying that, but that's kind of like how I hear it. Maybe like a CD or something. Sounds like you've recorded something else in the same room. You know, you haven't actually directly recorded into the mic. It's like you recorded from a recording.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? I know what you're trying to say. Yeah.
So that's why it sounds sampled, because that's kind of how samples I think work. But then it's definitely harder to get like an actual proper like recording straight into a software. For example, I think you'd actually have to probably like just record it from.
Yeah, it's very. You still actually have to physically do it with the tapes. And
exactly. Yeah. But I mean, he might have literally done that intentionally. He might have actually done it on tapes, or he just made it sound like it through just sound engineering. But either way, it's effective. Yeah. Because as I said, it's like it adds to the fact that the chorus acts as a break, because it's like also toned down and dialed back. Becomes part of the instrumental almost, because it is just further back. And then when he comes in for the verses, then the vocals are lifted up again, like it's the focus. Yeah. So that's just those little things actually make a big difference. Like, I feel like he was just using the same sort of production on the chorus vocals as he was in the verse, it wouldn't really hit the same.
Yeah, definitely.
Back into the next
it stands out, and it kind of it makes it all just like the chorus just feels like an instrumental, really. So you can kind of relax and like get ready for the next
kind of
verse.
absorb what he's just said.
Yeah,
gives you time to like think about what he said, and then you can actually think about what he says next instead of just diving straight into it, and then you're like, bloody hell, he said a lot, but I have no clue where it's going.
Yeah.
So yeah, on to track number 5, Warning. That was nice.
Funky.
Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning. Crack of dawning, now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eye. See who's this paging me and why. It's my nigga Pop from the barber shop. Told me he was in the gambling spot and heard the intricate plot. A niggas wanna stick me like fly paper, neighbor. Slow down, love, please chill, drop the paper. Remember them niggas from the hill up in Brownsville that you rolled dice with, smoked blunts and got nice with? Yeah, my nigga Fame up in Prospect. Nah, them my niggas, nah, love wouldn't disrespect. Niggas wanna stick me for my cream, and it ain't a dream. Things ain't always what it seems. It's the ones that smoke blunts with ya, see your picture. Now they wanna grab their guns and come and get ya. Bet your Biggie won't slip. I got the calico with the black talons loaded in the clip, so I can rip through the ligaments. Put the fuckers in the bad predicament where all the foul niggas went. Touch my cheddar, feel my Beretta. Fuck when I'ma hit you with your motherfuckers better duck. I bring pain, blood stains on what remains of his jacket. He had a gun, he should've packed it, cocked it. Extra clips in my pocket so I can reload and explode on your asshole. I fuck around and get hardcore. C4 to your door, no beef, no more, nigga. Feel the rough, scandalous. The more weed smoke I puff, the more dangerous. I don't give a fuck about you or your weak crew. What you gonna do when Big Poppa come for you? I'm not running, nigga, I bust my gun in. Hold on, I hear somebody coming.
Come in fast as I can. Just bring your motherfucking ass on. Come on. We getting close. Huh? It's right over here. You sure it's Biggie Small's crib, man? Yeah, I'm sure, motherfucker. Come on. You better be his motherfucking house. Fuck, man. This better be this motherfucker's house. Oh, shit. What? What's wrong? What's that red dot on your head, man? What red dot? Oh, shit. You got a red dot on your head, too. Oh, shit.
Right, so thoughts on that song?
Yeah, I like how it ended. It's funny as fuck. Also, you know, based on the context of the song, exactly what's happening.
Yeah, it's a really like it's like a whole like film almost.
Yeah, it's actually really, really good like storyline painting almost.
Yeah,
but I really like had images in my head throughout. But
yeah,
he's kind of describing how even your fucking closest mates, maybe one day when you actually start getting out the hood.
Yeah, we can relate.
Yeah. Obviously, like you, when I just get famous, I reckon you might come for my neck. So it's gonna be quite,
planning on that.
But then I'll have a red dot on your head, so it's alright.
Nah.
But no, on a real level, like it's just fucked up how that's such a common experience in these types of backgrounds. Because we hear about it like from loads of rappers. It's just always snakes in the circle.
Yeah.
You finally get your bread, and then they just want to share of it, even though they did nothing to earn it.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of jealousy, and I think. Yeah, a lot of rappers today, especially, they talk about the problem. I know, like 21 Savage, he said like you can either give money back to everyone, and then all your money's involved in all this like criminal shit, and then you get locked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you don't give money to them, and then they say, "Oh, you've forgotten about the hood," and then they come kill you.
There's actually no good solution. There's a lose-lose. It's a shame because when you get to that point, you should only really be reaping benefits. So.
Yeah.
There's no like dead end to all of the things that come with growing up in an area like that. I feel like it's just always going to be with you for the rest of your life.
It's going to follow you around.
For sure.
And we can see Biggie's approach to dealing with it is pretty no nonsense.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what he's kind of been describing like throughout this, like the way he separates emotions from killing, basically.
Yeah.
basically just, I think like what it says to me is like that is the only reason he got to where he got to, and even like stayed alive as long as he stayed alive. Because, like, most people die even younger.
Yeah, for sure.
Places. I feel like you have to be no nonsense if you're even gonna last, because if you're not, then you're just not gonna be quick enough to react to situations and actually just save yourself before thinking about what you're gonna do to other people, because you've got to prioritise yourself.
Yeah, I think death's definitely a big theme in the album.
Yeah, of
and
course.
you can tell that from the name, Ready to Die. And I think Biggie, from what it sounds like, he was always almost ready to die when taking the risks that he's had to take to get to where he is.
Yeah.
The beats do a good job of being like funky and getting your head bopping, but also not taking away from what he's saying.
There's not too much melody in the beats going.
No.
Like,
if you had some crazy complicated like Travis Scott beat,
exactly,
behind when he's trying to rap like intricate stuff like this, I feel like it would take away from it. So it's good that it kind of just keeps the rhythm, basically.
Yeah, 100%. And his flows on this were like so impressive.
Yeah,
I think there's like a he's like bust my gun in, like it's just like stuff like that. I just find it so impressive that he thought that was the way he's gonna kind of flow with it and perform it. Like that would never come to my mind if I was rapping, which I don't do. I don't rap, but I'm just saying, like, it's just unique and it's just him. Like if I ever heard that, just that flow, like without knowing that this was a Biggie song, I feel like I definitely know it's Biggie.
Yeah, no, he's got like a lot of like swagger.
Yeah, just unpredictable flow. That's what I do. And he's very good at just being the intricacies around the beat, if you know what I mean. So the beat is just this heavy boom bap beat, but he always finds like the really small pockets that not everyone can find, and it's an impressive skill. Alright, on to track number 6, the title track, Ready to Die.
Yeah.
You ready, motherfucker?
It sounds a bit more grand.
We gon' kill your ass.
I'm ready. As I grab the Glock, put it to your headpiece. One in the chamber, the safety is off. Release straight at your dome. Homes, I wanna see cabbage. Biggie Small the Savage, doing your brain cells much damage. I want it all, from the Rolexes to the Lexus. Getting paid is all I expected. My mother didn't give me what I want, what the fuck? Now I got the clock making motherfuckers duck. Shit is real, and hungry's how I feel. I rob and steal because that money got that whip appeal. Kicking niggas down the steps just for breath. Any repercussion lead to niggas getting wet. The infrared's at your head real steady. You better grab your guns cause I'm ready. I'm ready to die.
We ain't gonna kill your ass yet. We gonna make you something.
In a sec, I throw the tech to your fucking neck. Everybody hit the deck. Biggie about to get some wreck. Quick to leave you in the coffin for slick talking. You better act like CC and keep on walking. When I hit you, I split you to the white meat. You swung a left, you swung a right, you fell to the concrete. Your face, my feet, they meet. We're stomping. I'm ripping them C's from Tallahassee to Compton. Biggie Smalls on a higher plane. Niggas say I'm strange, deranged because I put the 12 gauge to your brain. Make your shit splatter. Mix the blood like batter, then my pocket gets fatter after the hit. Leave you on the street with your neck slit down your backbone to where your motherfucking shit drip. The shit I kick, rip it through the vest. Biggie Smalls passing any test. I'm ready to die.
So, thoughts on the title track?
I think the instrumental was a little bit grander, a little bit more melody. But I think that was effective because obviously it's a title track, and I feel like it kind of acted as like a theme tune almost.
Yeah.
For the album, which kind of is like what it should be. And it's a title track, so I think that was well done.
I agree.
It felt a bit more like reflective as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's talking about death, and obviously that is kind of when you start reflecting. Not that I'm about to die and I'm doing it myself, but from what I have picked up from just worldly experiences, that is kind of what I've heard. So yeah, he's just thinking about everything he's done, and he mentioned he feels like he's passed every test already. So I feel like that's kind of his mindset. at this point, it's just like, what else can I even do? Like, I'm probably still going to get shot by one of these people and probably die soon, so I'm basically ready to die. I've done everything.
Sometimes I think, does the ready to die aspect, is it a reflection, does he feel guilty for some of the things that he's done? Because he talks about like how he's stomping people out.
Yeah, it's just to get his pocket up.
Shooting people, doing all this stuff for money, but has it taken a toll on him a bit? Does he feel, guilt for his actions? And now he's sort of ready to accept the consequences for all those actions.
100%, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so many sides to it, really. I don't know if there's any way... I think there's no way to really get out, as you'd say, without having those emotional effects.
Yeah.
There is no real solution.
Yeah.
So I think, it's just a mixture of accomplishment and, like, unlimited confidence that he can do anything he wants and he can pass any test. Which leaves him with, like, not much to be desired in terms of, like, where he wants to go next.
Yeah, that kind of...
he already feels like he is the shit. He feels like he's pretty unstoppable. But then that mixed with, like, how he got there and the things he had to do. I don't think he wants to do much more of it. Let's put it that way.
He's kind of wrestling with that empty feeling that you kind of get after you like finish a really good TV show or something like that.
Or like you revise for exams for months and then you do the exams. It's like, wow, I'm really happy I've got my summer holiday now, but like I'm actually quite bored.
Yeah, don't know what to do with myself. It's that feeling.
So I feel like he's got that, but obviously on a lifetime scale.
Yeah.
Which is a scary thought that you could have that.
Yeah.
When you're not even old at all.
Yeah, no, you're still quite young.
Yeah, how young was he exactly? Because I don't have that context.
I'm not sure. I don't think he was like sort of early 20s. I think he was at least.
Yeah, I was guessing like mid to late 20s. So.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's so much that he's already done at this stage. I feel like it'd be impossible for him to be only like 20, 21. I feel like that'd be insane. Got a lot of experiences that he's talking about. But yeah, very effective at just really indulging in his mind. Kind of.
Yeah. 100%.
And I feel like some of the parts of, I think there's a second and third verse. Yeah, it's almost like, I almost thought he might also have, there might be another side to it as well, like after the hit is in literally hitting someone on the street, leaving your neck slit. It could also be after he releases a hit.
Yeah.
He's passed every test in terms of music as well, he feels like, and he can't, like everyone's always impressed. Like he feels like he has all of that, he's passed all of that as well. And I don't think he used that word unintentionally.
No,
so he definitely left that for interpretation as well.
The musical term and the gangster.
Exactly, yeah.
Term.
Alright, on to track number 7. One More Chance.
All you hoes calling here for my daddy, give a dick. Like that, mommy?
Hi, Daddy. How you doing? This is Tight. I was thinking about you last night. You acting like you can't call me no more because you busy and all of that, but you trying to tell me it wasn't good? That shit is real fucked up what you did. I hooked you up with my girl and shit. You fucked her every time you see her. You don't say shit to her, you know what I'm saying? And all that bitch do is call me all day talking about you. Why the fuck Big don't want me?
Yo, Big, this is Quita. Kenya told me she saw you and Shane in the mall, and I know you ain't fucking her. You fucked with me last night. That's my best friend, and we don't get down like that.
She mad because what we had didn't last. I'm glad because her cousin let me hit the ass. Fuck the past, let's dwell on the 500 SL, the E and J and ginger ale. The way my pockets swell to the rim with Benjamins. Another hund's in the crib, please send her in. I fuck non-stop, lick my lips a lot. Used to lick the clits a lot, but licking clits had to stop. Cause y'all don't know how to act when the tongue go down below. Peep the funk flow, really though. I got the cleanest, meanest, keenest. You never seen this, stroke of genius. So take off your Tim boots and your bodysuit. I mean the spandex, and hit my man next. Sex get rougher when it come to the nut buster. Pussy crusher, black nasty motherfucker. I don't chase them, I replace them. And if I'm caressing them, I'm undressing them.
Oh, Biggie, give me one more chance.
Right, so thoughts on One More Chance?
Yeah, slight
changing the theme,
changing topic. Just
now
about as I wouldn't call it love life because it doesn't sound very.
There's not a lot of love
deep,
here.
But that's the phrase for it.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, it seems like probably due to how his personality is, his fame. Because I feel like from a couple tracks ago, we've moved from before he started making music to obviously after he started making music. We've heard a lot more about him coming up because obviously we were talking about jealousy and stuff like that. So we're at a point where obviously you've definitely known him. Yeah. And the girls just adore him. And there's plenty of them. The intro, obviously, loads of different phone calls. And it's like probably not even intentional that he's messing with all of them, but he just can't keep up because there's just too many of them.
Yeah, it's a funny way to start a song, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, there's not much more to it than that. It's just
a lot of good wordplay.
Yeah, really fun lyricism, I'd say.
It's probably the most creative way you can hear someone say, I've got a massive dick.
Yeah.
Like 14 times.
I don't struggle at all to get this.
Yeah. And that I don't chase them, I replace them.
Yeah, I like that bar.
That I thought Pusha came up with that one this year, but evidently Biggie beat him by a couple years at least.
Yeah. And also I liked how well, I don't need to find it, but yeah, when he said, I love it when you call me Big Poppa. Obviously I know the song Big Poppa.
Yeah.
Exactly the same as he says it in Big Poppa.
Yeah.
It's just interesting that he brings it up earlier on in the album, and then obviously when that song will later start, then it will just be like, oh, I heard that earlier on.
Yeah.
So that's a clever artistic choice.
No, like a lot of his songs are packed with like other hip hop references. I think he references like the Ghetto Boys in this one quite a bit with that like boom 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 bit.
Yeah.
That feels a little bit.
The second verse or something.
Yeah, I think that's from a Ghetto Boys song. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But we don't do the googling around here.
But yeah, the beat was sort of like quite mellow almost. Which was interesting. I thought it might be more like jazzy for something.
Yeah.
About like sex and girls, but
we
just went for the more like toned down approach.
Understated, yeah.
But I mean, it definitely let the lyrics and wordplay kind of take the centre stage. So
and the chorus is quite distinct from other choruses that we've heard so far.
Female feature, obviously very fitting for the whole song. Just sounds like a girl who adores him, basically.
Yeah.
Just like all the other 100 girls maybe do.
At least 100 from what it sounds like.
Track number 8. Fuck me. Is this going to be about a girl saying that they want him to fuck her, or is it actually going to be something completely different?
I feel like the less I tell you about this, the better your reaction will be. So
interesting. Okay, so it's like interlude also.
Get that better.
Eating motherfucker.
Yeah. Right, do you reckon we'll be able to put that one on YouTube?
I don't see why not.
It's a song. It is
a song.
It's artistic.
I don't think it's too much. But yeah, I find that really funny, just the approach, the humour, the putting yourself as the joke. I mean, like, it's just funny. It's almost like he started getting more into it the more she kept talking about the food and drinks he likes.
Yeah, I think
it's like he was thinking about the Oreos more than that.
Biggie Small likes to be degraded.
Yeah, but like he likes the fact he loves the fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken. And when he started saying that he eats Oreos, I thought he's not trying to be graphic here, but he started moaning a bit louder. He was enjoying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, it's just like classic representation of girls do love a bad boy at the end of the day. As much as they try and pretend they don't, it's always deep ingrained in every female on the planet, in my opinion, to some extent. Some more than others.
Female.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a playful interlude.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it, like Biggie doesn't take himself very serious.
No, and that's what I'm liking. And I mean, I had that preconception already, to be fair, just from like his big songs.
Yeah, so, you just kind of like
always gravitated towards it.
Oozes like charisma.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why it's easier to get into Biggie, for example, for me, in terms of just the earlier hip hop scene to like Nas or anyone else for that matter. I feel like the less serious and more small relatable things. I mean, I talked about it when we did the Low End Theory compared to when we did Illmatic, because we did it after Illmatic, and I said I feel like because there's more small, relatable, everyday things that they talk about, I just found it easier to digest. It was a bit of a smoother transition for me. Whereas Illmatic was a little bit like grainy, in not a bad way, but definitely harder to get into for someone who doesn't relate in one bit.
Isn't from New York from the 90s.
I do appreciate all of the light-hearted elements as well, and obviously it follows on well from the track before, and it definitely was the sort of fuck me that I was expecting.
Yeah,
but it's just funnier than I thought it'd be. So
it definitely catches you off guard in the first listen. And not the kind of album that you can just play on speaker when your parents or grandma is home.
Yeah. Still probably would anyway. Maybe not my grandma, but at the end of the day, it's music.
It's had me reaching out the shower one time to skip a song there.
Yeah, that's a bit more dodgy. When you're in the shower and the door's locked, I think anything could be going on there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit more concerning. But if you're in the same room and you've already been listening to the whole album, I think I'd get away with just letting it run through. Just be a bit awkward, wouldn't it?
Don't need that line of questioning in my life, to be honest.
No, definitely not. Anyway, getting on to track number 9, The What, featuring Method Man. Like, is that the Method Spray? No.
Oh, it's
pretty clean. It's
pretty clean on the track. Shout out Method Spray, sponsor us, please.
Yeah, we actually use Method Spray on a daily basis on our kitchen counters and everything. So I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
To get feels on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold and what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel.
One from Shallon, Allen, and ain't afraid to bust something. So what you want, nigga? You want, nigga? I got a 6-shooter and a horse named Trigger. It's real, 94, rugged raw. Kicking on your goddamn doors.
Something like this.
Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
Honey, shake your hips.
You don't stop.
The niggas pack the clip.
Keep on. Verse 2. Coming with that OE brew, met the cow, putting niggas back in ICU. I'm lifted, true. You can bring your whack ass crew. I got connections. I get that ass stuck like glue. No question. I be coming down and shit. Yo, I get rugged as a motherfucking carpet get, and niggas love it. Not in the physical form, but in the mental. I spark and they cells get warm. I'm not a gentle man. I'm a method man. Baby, accept it. Utmost respected.
A motherfucking rap phenomenon. Plus,
I got more Glocks and text than you.
I make it hot.
Niggas won't even stand next to you.
Nigga touch me, you better bust me 3 times in the head, or motherfuckers dead. You thought so?
Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. And everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
Honey, shake your hips.
You don't stop.
And niggas pack the clip.
Keep on.
Right, thoughts on The What?
Yeah, I think feature was very appropriate. They really go well together.
Yeah.
Similar sort of flows, to be fair. Obviously, distinctly different voices though.
Yeah, Method Man's got one of the more distinct voices in the sort of rap game. I think he's got that sort of gruff,
almost like
gravity.
Sounds older.
Yeah,
sounds wiser. It's almost like he's got his granddad on the track with him. That's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was really good, and I feel like the main message, obviously, fuck the world, don't ask me for shit, and everything you get, you gotta work hard for it. And I like how they emphasise the word hard, so that she make it almost sound like it's hard to even say it.
Yeah,
it's very effective. Obviously, gets the point across. Got to work hard for it.
Yeah. No, I like how they go back and forth in this one.
Yeah.
Always a fan of when rappers do that together.
100%.
Yeah, Method Man's got a couple of good bars. I like that when he's standing over your grave and I grab my Charles Dickens. It's funny because and he spits on it as well. It's cause it's sort of gangster and smart at the same time, because he's like saying, yeah, I'm disrespecting you, I'm grabbing my dick, but then he's also talking like Charles Dickens, like survival of the fittest, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's saying, you know, he was the one that survived, so he was fitter, you know, he's better, worked harder, whatever, and he gets to pass on his genes. Charles Dickens style.
Yeah.
Darwinism.
Yeah,
no, Chuck, that's retarded. Can we cut that?
Sure.
That was Charles Darwin.
Oh, well.
Not Dickens.
That's fine.
That's very retarded.
That's fine. Okay.
Shot that.
But yeah, I like when he said like, bitches are and brainless. I'm not saying I agree. I'm just saying it makes a lot of sense to me, because just following on from like a couple tracks ago, all those phone calls from all those girls, it's like they're really concerned that he doesn't like them.
Yeah.
They're really emotionally involved. I'm guessing that's completely contrary to what he wants. He just wants someone who just doesn't care that he's just got like 20 other girls at once, maybe 100, maybe 200.
Yeah, doesn't want too much challenge.
It's just about convenience for him.
Yeah.
Because everything else in his life is already fucking difficult. And it's just effective that you put that in the same line as guns, I like him stainless.
Yeah.
It's like, these are the two things that I'm juggling right now, but like the former means fuck all to me, because at the end of the day, the second thing I just said is what's going to kill me one day. So yeah, it's just effective, just mixing those things together.
Contrast, yeah.
But yeah, I'm not saying I like my bitches brainless. I'm not saying I even call them bitches, but
yeah.
I understand what he's saying. Getting into track number 10.
Juicy.
Which I have heard, of course. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
But we'll just enjoy it. Probably not say much about it unless I kind of like have some new realisation.
Mad revelation
but
about the track.
Other than that, we're just going to enjoy it because it's part of the album. And you can't really skip over stuff. It's all one big painting. It's like missing one colour. You can't do that.
Absolutely not.
Fuck all you hoes. Get a grip, motherfucker. Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from, that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let them hold you down. Reach for the stars. You had a goal, but nothing remained. 'Cause you're the only one.
I made the change from a common thief.
That's right, 94. And on and on.
Yeah, obviously, banger.
Classic.
Always has been.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, one thing I thought about, to be fair, just listening to it, is like the chorus, which is performed by Total. I don't know if they were they actually well known at the time, or is it sort of just someone who
I don't really
got
know
on his album,
to be honest.
Because I just feel like I had something to say when it comes to just like hip hop in general. I feel like they always manage to find like the best female vocal gems in the whole of like the music industry before they're even big. I feel like it happens with a lot of artists. They just find that one female vocal that's like so perfect for the song, but like you haven't actually heard of them, do you know?
Yeah, she's definitely really talented.
It's really unique as well, like the way she just like delivers it as well, with like the almost like nasally ends to it. It's like midday.
Yeah,
but it's really effective. So
yeah.
I just thought someone might be able to tell us if Total were, or if she was. I think it's one girl, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds that way.
It almost sounds like a band though. Their name, I don't know, her name. Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone tell me if she was actually big at the time, or if he kind of like just sort of knew her or found her and just got her on the tune because it was a good feature.
Yeah, and she's appeared on a couple songs now, so...
yeah. But that's what tells me it might not be someone who's big, because often when it is just a female vocal or like a chorus vocal and it's repeated for an album, it's often just someone that the artist like knows quite well.
Yeah. Obviously banger. Not much else to say, to be honest. Yeah, just
heard it a lot of times. So.
Like a quintessential I Made It song.
Yeah.
Just callbacks to childhood and then the success.
Yeah.
You love to hear it.
And yeah, the instrument was just fucking sick.
Yeah, classic, funky. Like,
bass guitar, lovely.
Steals the show almost.
Yeah.
But
yeah, let's not talk about it too much. I mean, we've heard it.
Yeah, it speaks for itself.
Let's get to the next track. Track 11, Everyday Struggle.
I'm living every day like a hustle, another drug to juggle, another day, another struggle. I don't wanna live no more. Sometimes I hear death knocking at my front door. I'm living every day like a hustle, another drug to juggle, another day, another struggle. I know how it feel to wake up fucked up, pockets broke as hell, another rock to see who got smoked, what rumors were spread. Last I heard I was dead with 6 to the head. Then I got the phone call, it couldn't hit me harder. We got infiltrated, like Nino at the Carter. Heard Tech got murdered in the town I never heard of by some bitch named Alberta over nickel-plated burners. And my bitch, swear to God she won't snitch. I told her when she hit the bricks I make the hooker rich. Conspiracy, she'll be home in 3. Until then I looks out for the whole family. A true G, that's me, blowing like a bubble in the everyday struggle. I don't wanna live no more. Sometimes I hear death knocking at my front door. I'm living every day like a hustle, another drug to juggle, another day, another struggle. I don't wanna live no more. Sometimes I hear death knocking at my front door. I'm living every day like a hustle, another drug to juggle, another day, another struggle. I'm seeing body after body and I'm Mayor Giuliani. Ain't trying to see no black man turn to John Gotti. My daughter use a potty so she's older now. Educated street knowledge, I'm a molder now. I don't wanna live no more. Sometimes I hear death knocking at my front door. I'm living every day like a hustle, another drug to juggle, another day, another struggle. I don't wanna live no more. Sometimes I hear death knocking at my front door. I'm living every day like a hustle, another drug to juggle, another day, another struggle.
Right, so thoughts on Everyday Struggle?
Very good track.
Yeah.
Really, like, opening up, I feel like, emotionally. And, I really like the chorus. How it was, like, multi-tracked, you know, with different recordings of his voice. It's all him. And I feel like that's really fitting as well, because it's obviously, he's talking about an everyday struggle, and it's like, could be him from different days singing the same thing, because he feels the same way, because it happens every day.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Ryan?
Oof. He's catching the Biggie bug.
Yeah, although that might be a far-fetched like interpretation of just like the multi-tracking in production. Like, I feel like that's just a prime example of like, even if things aren't intentional, like, doesn't mean they're not great, you know?
Yeah, facts.
Doesn't mean it doesn't fit perfectly, because I feel like that just, the performance of that actually really suits what the song's about.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, just really like putting pictures into your head otherwise, just in all the verses. Really like giving examples of the struggles instead of just talking about how he feels. He's actually like talking about what's happened.
Yeah, he's definitely a guy with a lot of life experiences.
Exactly.
I found it interesting that he leads with the chorus in this one, because I'm pretty sure he's not done that before. Like starting off with the chorus.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and that could be to do with the sort of repetitiveness.
Yeah, there's a lot of choruses in there.
Everyday struggle.
Maybe 4, maybe even 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's once again just plays into the fact it's an everyday struggle, and it speaks for itself. Really.
Yeah. And as I said, I really like the flute on this as well.
Yeah, it really gets you lost in it, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's a bit of a different sound from the rest of the album, so it kind of sticks out a bit.
I'll say it's definitely like a more like vulnerable sound. That definitely fits as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure. Yeah, it's a bit less sort of like thuggish, you know. And
Yeah, and it's
more,
less groovy, less like.
Yeah.
It's just more like, I don't know, lost.
Yeah.
Dreaming almost. Like I did get lost in it, just kind of just merged into one for me.
Bouncing your head, living the everyday struggle.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's kind of what he has to do.
For sure.
Getting us to track number 12. Me and my bitch.
Oh.
Let me ask you a question, yo. Yo, would you kill for me?
The act of making love.
Took you so long, fuck wrong with you, bitch.
When I met you, I admit my first thoughts was a trick. You look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy's dick. I never felt that way in my life. It didn't take long before I made you my wife. Got no rings and shit, just my main squeeze. Coming to the crib, even had a set of keys. During the days, you helped me bag up my nickels. In the process, I admit I tricked a little. But you was my bitch, the one that never snitched. Love me when I'm broke or when I'm filthy fucking rich. And I admit, when the time is right, the wine is right, I treat you right. You talk slick, I beat you right. Me and my bitch, me and my bitch, just 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 me and my car keys so I can't leave. A real slick bitch keep a trick up her sleeve, and if I deceive, she won't take it lightly. She'll invite me politely to fight G, and then we lie together, cry together. I swear to God, I hope we fucking die together. Just me and my bitch, 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 just me and my bitch. Today she put 911 on the pager, had to call back whether it's minor or major. No response, the phone just rung. Grab my vest, grab my gun to find out the problem. When I pulled up, police was on the scene. Had to make the U-turn, make sure my shit was clean. Drove down the block, stashed the burner in the bushes. Stepped to police with the shoves and the pushes. It didn't take long before the tears start. I saw my bitch dead with the gunshot to the heart. And I know it was meant for me. I guess the niggas felt they had to kill the closest one to me. And when I find them, their life is to an end. They killed my best friend. Me and my bitch. Me and my bitch. Me and my bitch. Just me and my bitch. Just me and my bitch. Me and my bitch. Just me and my bitch. Just me and my bitch.
Let's get started here. So when did you first start rapping?
I was like about 18 years old. Yeah, about 18.
So how did you first get started? Who influenced you?
Ain't nobody really influenced me, you know what I'm saying? I just was tired of being on the streets, you know what I'm saying? Had to get up off that, you know?
I see. So where you from?
Brooklyn.
Right, so thoughts about Me and My Bitch.
Yeah, I think that song had everything in it. Like, I definitely wasn't expecting it to go as dark as it went.
Yeah, no, really dark.
At first, I just thought, you know, he's just matured and, you know, actually loves someone. And it's like really nice.
Yeah.
But then only to realise that she got shot.
Yeah.
And definitely, like, the saddest part about it is that when he says that he knows the bullet was meant for him, that just kind of plays into what you said earlier.
Yeah.
And I guess what you said earlier, you obviously had the preconception from listening to the album of the fact that not only is he ready to die because he feels like he's accomplished a lot, but he's ready to die because he really just feels like guilty about a lot of things. And that's like, I feel like that's one of those horrible things you could ever have guilt for. I mean,
Tommy Shelby knows. Yeah.
So that's proper dark stuff.
No, I find this song really interesting, and the thing that I've always wondered with this, to me it sounds like he had this girlfriend, you know, he sounds like he really like met his match, he was properly in love with her.
100%.
And I think it sounds like it
said
happened,
he wants to die beside her. So.
Yeah, it happened like when he was like before he was famous. And I think that kind of influences behaviour now, where it's like he actually doesn't want to get hurt like this again.
Yeah.
And that's why he sort of treats women the way he treats them.
So
now.
yeah, it's like the other way around. So like when I first listened to it, I thought, like before we found out that his girl died, I thought it was all later on and he just matured and he just found someone in general. But It was a lot deeper than that in the end.
Well, I'm not 100%, but it the way it sounds.
It does definitely
when she's
play into
saying,
that narrative, and obviously there's a conversation about when he started rapping and like who influenced him. I feel like that's a conversation you have when you don't know someone's story, but if he's famous, you probably know already.
Yeah.
So it definitely sounds like it might be earlier on, but yeah, we don't know.
No, but
that would make sense.
And it would make the whole album like so interesting that like in songs like One More Chance, where he's kind of glorifying the sort of way that he's just sort of sleeping around, and all that. But actually, it's sort of like stemming from like a vulnerability, and guilt,
and that's just the only way you can escape it.
Yeah,
and probably fear that it would happen again if he tried to actually
let himself get close again.
So
yeah,
no, that's a proper sad song, really, but very, very well painted.
Yeah, no, he's
like you really visualise that situation. The police and stuff, and then him getting home just to see his girl dead. Like you could actually visualise that.
For sure.
But that's what made it more emotional, for sure.
Yeah. No, his storytelling is really like unmatched. Like, I don't think there's anyone on his level that I can think of really when it comes to actually telling a story in a song.
Yeah, it's very impressive. On to track number 13, Big Poppa, which I know and I love.
Yeah,
I'm gonna jam to this.
For show. Who actually needs Spotify?
Boom. 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 I just love it.
Yeah, I'm cancelling my Spotify. I just need you.
Check it out.
Honestly, whoever produces is literally a genius. Like all the rhythms fall into the perfect places to make it.
It's crazy.
Like the chords.
To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes. Who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club, sipping Moet is where you find me. The back of the club, macking holes, my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, blunt passing, music lasting. But I just can't quit because one of these homies Biggie got to creep with, sleep with, keep the ep a secret. Why not? Why blow up my spot? Cause we both got hot. Now check it. I got more Mac than Craig and in the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy. I got mad friends with Benzes. See notes by the layers. True fucking players. Jump in the Rover and come over. Tell your friends jump in the GS3. I got the chronic by the tree. I love it when you call me Big Poppa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Poppa. To the honeys getting money, playing niggas like dummies. I love it when you call me Big Poppa. You got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Baby.
That's quite impressive.
Straight up, honey, really I'm asking. Most of these niggas think they be macking, but they be acting. Who they attracting with that percent? Baby.
Yeah, what a song.
Banger. Nothing else needs to be said.
Yeah, it's just...
Let's just get on to the next song. I'm being serious.
It's deadly serious.
What else needs to be said?
I just want to shout out the beat on that one.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I already gave a performance of it. We know I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm not cutting that out.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Baby.
I love it always, like perfect time. Because it's like he says it and then the beat drops straight after. It's like yeah, just like,
so good. Just like Biggie says, baby.
Yeah, like that's one of the best songs to play when you're cruising, like not on like fast roads, just like slow country lanes,
25 mile an hour
with the windows
job.
open in the summer.
Yeah,
after like a long day of work.
Yeah,
that's something I've done quite a lot of summer actually.
Yeah,
so yeah, suggest that option for anyone. Really just chills you out after a good day of work and lets you vibe out.
Obviously, you have to wait a few months though because it is.
Yeah, of course.
Winter.
But save it for next year.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're in Australia and your summer is approaching.
Yeah. Shout out our Australian Southern Hemisphere viewers.
Indeed. Other places too, but Australia's just the typical English-speaking one I can think of.
Yeah. Our little brother. Hopefully I've offended some Australians there.
going into track number 14, Respect.
You don't know.
That's heavy. It sounds like it could be like Rage Against the Machine. Actually does.
No big up our gunman, say big up. Cause it's a 94 when I rap to kill people and do blood. Now all pussy will hold the corner. Watch this. Lord, me all a respect to all the gunman them. Gunman alone keep gunman friend. Fire gun, me all the informer them. Informer alone keep informer friend.
1970-something, nigga, I don't sweat the day. My mom was late, so I had to plan my escape out the skins. In this world, the fly girls. Tangeray and Hennessy until I call Earl. 10 months in this gut, what the fuck? I wish Mars would hurry up so I could get buck. Wild juvenile ripping mics and shit. New York, ready for the likes of this. Then came the worst date, May 21st, 2019. That's when my mama water burst. No spouse in the house, so she rolled herself to the hospital to see if she could get a little help. Umbilical cords wrapped around my neck. I'm seeing my death, and I ain't even took my first 94. Now I explore new horizons. Mama smile when she see me. That's surprising. Honeys is tantalizing. They freak all night. Beat ducking cops on the creep all night. As I open my eyes and realizing I changed, not the same deranged child stuck up in the game. And to my niggas living street life, learn to treat life to the best. Put stress to rest. Still tote your vest, man. Niggas be tripping in the streets without a gap. Nah, nigga, you slipping. If I'm dipping on the F with weed on my breath, original hustler with the muffler on the check. Respect to the max and the axe, to the freaks in the jeeps. Next shots to my beat.
Now you see when I big up in a cell. Cause we not watch nothing this year, see? Hardcore thing we are deal with. Oh yes, we are the best. No other guy can.
Say it, mommy. Damn, so why you acting like that, man?
Cause I don't be doing this.
I'm saying, mommy, it ain't nothing. It's just part of sex, you know what I'm saying?
But you know I don't do this. I don't even know how to do this.
Mommy, just a little pet, mommy, for daddy. A little pet.
You know I don't be doing this, don't you know that?
Whatever, bitch. Damn it.
I wonder how they recorded that outro. Sounded so realistic.
It is. It could just be a bottle of water or something. Just like slurping out the calf. Or he just recorded it on his own in private, just with any audio recording device, and just actually did record it.
Interesting, yeah. But yeah, no, cool song, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, bringing out more vibes in terms of just musical influence.
Yeah.
Jamaican.
Yeah, a bit of a Jamaican influence.
And yeah, the beat was quite Jamaican in a way.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because I think there is like a big like Caribbean community in New York, so
100%,
yeah, it's cool to hear that.
Just like in London, that's why I feel like London and New York are just a lot more connected than other parts of America. London, I feel like New York's definitely the closest to the UK out of anywhere in the USA. So
yeah,
I think that's probably a big reason why.
For sure, yeah.
I think just generally more multicultural than any other states, and then London's obviously more multicultural than any other city in the UK.
Yeah, so it's got that kind of...
Yeah, they kind of connect in that way, just through different communities worldwide. Yeah, let's not talk about geography. Yeah, it's a really good song.
Yeah, no, the chorus really gives it a distinct feel, helps it stand out.
Yeah, I mean, topic, just sort of quite similar really to...
Along the same lines.
Just more stories. More context, more memories.
More of Biggie's life, which is an interesting one, to say the least.
And that's why it doesn't get boring.
Yeah.
And the storytelling equally, just really impressive.
Yeah.
And I mean, storytelling at the end there, obviously quite literal, but I don't know what we're going to do about whether we should edit that part out or not.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, we're not getting monetized already.
Exactly.
It's whether or not we get age restricted.
I really don't want it to get taken down. Obviously, that'd be insane.
Yeah.
You'd hope not, because it's art, so you think it's alright. Yeah. We'll find out, guys. Hopefully the video's still there. Hopefully you're watching it right now. That'll be the sign.
Yeah.
And rhyming with sign, we're going on to track number 15, Friend of Mine.
Wow. This guy should get
Sign
a
me
rap
up.
game. Yeah.
Fuck all the snake assholes. All my niggas know. Me and my thick it's done. You know how we play. Fuck this scam saying. You know how I go, boo. I meet a bitch, fuck a bitch. Next thing you know, you fucking a bitch. They just pass around shit. Pass the shit like a coal and shit. Fuck it. Now when I'm fucking off gin, I'm invincible. Don't love no hoe, that's my principle. Cause bitches come, bitches go. That's why I get my nut and I be out the fucking dough. They might be the one to set me up, wanna get their little brother to wet me up. That's why I tote text and stuff to get him off my case just in case the little fucker ends up misplaced. I don't give a bitch enough to catch the bus. And when I see the scene and I'm leaving, bitches be scheming, I kid you not. That's why I keep my windows locked and my Glock got 1 said,
why you so hard on us? Why you swear all bitches so scared for us?
Thug nigga till the end, tell a friend, bitch. Cause when I like you, then you go and fuck my friend, bitch.
Which feels like similar to the side. I think it's metal actually. There's different types. I know there's one where you like go up and down. It sounds similar.
Cause I'm fucking a sister. A message to the fellas that really get some pissed. But she started that fucking family. She fucked my man D, so why she mad at me? Plus your sister look better than you, give head better than you, pussy get better than you. So break the fuck out like a rash. I'm glad I ain't spend no cash to hit your ass. Yeah.
So, thoughts on a friend of mine?
Yeah, well, I'll start off by just saying it instrumentally. Like, see, we were talking about it a lot in the song.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting choice of percussion.
Yeah.
There's still some classic like hi-hats in there,
Mm.
but obviously it's mixed up with like, I feel like African drums really. I don't know exactly the names of which ones, but
yeah,
used to use a lot of them in like school music lessons and stuff,
Yeah.
so I'm familiar with the sort of sounds I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an expert.
Yeah, just bring me back to the time.
Yeah, I used to play the bongo.
Yeah. Yeah. If anyone knows exactly which instruments they are,
yeah,
then let us know. But yeah, I really enjoyed that route.
Yeah, no, I had a cool like funky little feel to it.
Yeah, I feel like these last couple of songs have been like kind of experimental in terms of musical culture.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
definitely.
like it just brought about his origin in terms of like his family, I'm guessing, and maybe his grandparents, etc.
Yeah,
etc.
community. And all
Maybe
that.
even has people living out in like Jamaica, for example. So
Yeah.
obviously not necessarily Jamaica. It could be another Caribbean island.
Yeah, I know there's big like Dominican communities
Yeah.
in New York and everything.
So yeah, could be anything. I mean, if anyone has a context on that in terms of Biggie himself, that'd also be interesting to find out. Yeah, just really enjoying like the way that he's managed to diversify the album towards the end.
Yeah, switch it up.
Because I mean, 19 tracks. Although there's versions with slightly less tracks, but we thought we'd give you the full 19-track one in case you complain about any missing songs.
Yeah,
and yeah, I mean, it's always a bit of a concern when you see 19 tracks and over an hour of playtime. In some ways, you're like, how is he going to keep it fresh? Like, am I going to get bored? Is it going to be a bit overstrung? But I think he's actually done quite well to keep it fresh, both lyrically and instrumentally. So I feel like as the lyrics become slightly more repetitive, the instrumentals have managed to diversify at the same time, so that no one song sounds really, really similar to another song.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
definitely well done. So on to track number 16, Unbelievable.
Biggie Smalls is the illest. It ain't nothing. They know Big B handling with the Mac in the act door paneling, bandaging MCs, oxygen they can't breathe. Mad tricks up the sleeve. Wear boxers so my dick can breathe. Breeze through in the Q45 by my side. Lyrical high, and those that brushes my clutches get put on crutches. Get smoked like Dutches from the master. Hate to blast ya, but I have to. You see, I smoke a lot. Your life is played out like Kwame and them fucking polka dots. Who rock the spot? Biggie, you know how the weed go. Unbelievable. Biggie Smalls is the illest. shiver, your upper lip quiver. You're ready to die, tell God I said hi. And throw down some ice for the nicest MC. Niggas know the stilo, unbelievable.
Yeah, thoughts on Unbelievable?
Yeah, I mean, lovely boom back beat, lovely little piano.
Yeah, I like the piano.
Or electric piano even.
Yeah, keyboard.
Yeah, keyboard. And in the chorus, pretty effective, like dissonance going on. Makes it really sound cold, and it's while he's saying Biggie Smalls is the illest, so, you know, really adds to that musically.
Yeah, it's interesting how many
Quite
choruses he's like all the choruses, like most of them sound like sampled. So, and it's not something that you hear like loads of people doing, to be fair. So, no, it's definitely interesting from him.
Yeah,
interesting techniques.
100%, and lyrically, very much just explaining how he is cold when he has to be.
Yeah, defo.
And he's a professional. He doesn't leave any witnesses. So he gets the job done. And no one's going to catch him. Everyone's scared of him.
Yeah.
So by being that no-nonsense bloke in the place, he just gets less issues, really.
Yeah, he's not trying to see jail.
Less problems in terms of not just jail, but also other people coming for him because they genuinely are scared to come for him.
Yeah.
Doing what he has to do. But now, contrasting from that, at least from the title it seems, in terms of topic, going on to track number 17, Suicidal Thoughts. And I have a feeling I might have heard it, but I will once again let you know if I haven't.
Hello? Oh shit, nigga. What the fuck time is it, man? Oh, goddamn. Nigga, do you know what time it is? Oh shit, what the fuck's going on? You alright? Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
When I die, fuck it, I wanna go to hell. Cause I'm a piece of shit, it ain't hard to fucking tell. It don't make sense going to heaven with the goody goodies dressed in white. I like black Timbs and black hoodies. Gotta probably have me on some real strict shit. No sleeping all day, no getting my dick licked. Hanging with the goody goodies, lounging in paradise. Fuck that shit. I wanna tote guns and shoot dice. All my life I've been considered as the worst. Lying to my mother, even stealing out a purse. Crime after crime, from drugs to extortion. I know my mother wish she got a fucking abortion.
Hey, yo.
I reach my peak, I can't speak. Call my nigga cheek, tell him that my will is weak.
Hey, yo,
I'm sick of niggas lying, I'm sick of bitches hawking. Matter of fact, I'm sick of talking.
Hey, yo, chill. Hey, yo, Big. 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 Hey, yo, Big.
Please hang up and try your call again. Please hang up. Is it recording?
So you hadn't heard it then?
No, I hadn't heard it. And, I mean, from the title, obviously knew it was going to be dark.
Yeah.
It definitely was.
Yeah, 100.
And definitely quite bitter thoughts about himself, really.
Yeah, it feels like that theme of guilt is coming back.
Yeah, 100%.
Where it's like, yeah, he does feel bad for all the shit that he's done in chasing the money. And he's wondering if his like mum even loves him anymore, which is really tough.
He feels bad for like his existence in terms of his mum bringing him into the world, and is she even proud of him?
Yeah,
and he definitely doubts that. So
yeah,
it's very sad.
No, yeah, and there's probably some aspects of like survivor's guilt in there as well, because it's probably lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not something that you'd play in, like at a house party.
No, of course not. Probably why I haven't heard it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's one bit which made me think of something that I could bring a bit of a more light-hearted interpretation into. Am I right by saying on the low end theory there's a song called It Ain't Hard to Tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what if he's saying that album's a piece of shit?
Oh, B.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never know, you know.
Yeah, he has made a lot of references to other people's, like, I feel like there's a lot of Illmatic references in this as well.
Mhm.
Things like that. So I wouldn't put it past him for sure.
Yeah.
But whether or not it's a diss or if it's just like a reference.
Yeah. Of course. I think we're ready to go on to the next track.
Indeed.
Which on some of the versions I know is... I think... Well, I searched on Wikipedia before. Didn't do any research beyond just the track list. I just wanted to make sure that we got the right track list going. And I think both track number 18, which is the next one, and track number 19 were considered bonus tracks. So
yeah. I
guess might have been made later as well as a result. I don't know if I've got the context on that though, but you guys can let me know. But yeah. Get on to track number 18 now. Who Shot Ya?
It wasn't me.
We proceed to give you what you need. Not five motherfuckers. Get live, motherfuckers.
Who shot ya? Separate the weak from the ops. Leap hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. It's on, nigga. Fuck all that bickering beef. I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek. Your heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet. Thundering, shaking the concrete. Then the shit stopped when I fall the plot. Neighbors call the cops, said they heard mad shots. Saw me in the drop, 3 1/4. Slaughter, electrical tape around the daughter. Old school, new school, need to learn though. I burn, baby, burn like disco inferno. Burn slow like blunts with yayo. Peel more skins than Idaho potato. Niggas know the lyrical molesting is taking place. Fucking with B.I.G. it ain't safe. All that cocksucker G's up. One false move, get Swiss cheese up. Clip detect, respect, I demand it. Slip and break the 11th commandment. Thou shalt not fuck with Raw C. Poppa. Feel 1,000 deaths when I drop ya. I feel for you like Shaka Khan, I'm the Don. Pussy when I want Rolex on the arm. You'll die slow but calm. Recognize my face so there won't be no mistake. So you know where to tell Jake, lame nigga, brave nigga. Turn front page nigga. Puff Daddy flips daily. I smoke the blunts, he sips on the Baileys. On the rocks, choke blocks at christenings. Hammer cop in the fire positioning. What? Come here. Open your fucking mouth. Did I tell you don't fuck with me? Huh? Did I tell you not to fuck with me? Huh? Look at you now. Huh? Can't talk with a gun in your mouth, huh? Bitch ass nigga. What? Who shot you? Who shot you?
Right, so thoughts on Who Shot Ya?
It was very cold-blooded.
Yeah, that interlude halfway through.
Yeah.
Where he blows that guy's brain out.
Yeah, and he's just like, Who shot you? It's like, bloke can't tell you, he's dead now.
Yeah, he's got no fucking head anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it just adds on to what we were saying earlier, at least what I was saying about just how he just has to be no nonsense, and that is kind of the only way. I don't think he necessarily wants to be, but he just knows that he has to be.
Yeah, if you don't,
it's just a survival mechanism, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah. If he lets up now, then he might suffer the consequences.
Yeah, probably even more so because of who he now is.
Yeah.
At this point, so yeah, it's just stressful.
Quite a dark track and like quite a chaotic outro as well. You kind of have that sort of the sample, and then you got like the sort of female singing in there as well.
Yeah, you got the piano all the way through.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just very got lost in it again, kind of. Just all of it merged together, especially in the outro.
Yeah.
Just sort of rode it out, really. But yeah, obviously the chorus was interesting this time because it was basically just like samples.
Again, yeah.
Not necessarily samples, but yeah, it was just sort of a little refrain more than anything. It wasn't really. much structure to it.
No, I wouldn't describe it as like a hook. Really, it was more like a sort of like instrumental break plus vocals.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, effective in terms of letting it breathe.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, it was already more chaotic, perhaps instrumentally, than other tracks. So I think if you just added a vocalist in the chorus, it'd be a bit crazy, to be honest. So
yeah,
it's a good artistic decision to keep it a bit chill in the choruses and just go again in the verses. But I'd say this song maybe could have been a bit shorter.
Yeah,
because I think other songs that were 5 minutes long on this have had a lot more dynamism to them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just more dynamic in general.
Yeah, it's got quite a long outro, this one,
Yeah.
where there's not a lot of sort of new ideas introduced.
Yeah. And I'm not saying there should be new ideas introduced necessarily. I just think. I mean, it's hard to say because it's easier to say that it felt a bit long because I'm listening to the whole album and I've been seeing it for a long time. So
yeah,
I think you get more bias towards those sort of thoughts. But I mean, if you listen to the song on its own, I wouldn't necessarily say the same thing. So,
Yeah, no.
Yeah. There's nothing really wrong with it. Just could be shorter.
I think that's a fair criticism.
Yeah, very good song otherwise in terms of the storytelling again.
Yeah,
the reality, shown in sort of it's basically acting really, isn't it? Just sort of how cold it really is and how he has to deal with people.
Yeah,
and I feel that's kind of what it is really more than anything. He doesn't really feel like he's killing people, he's just dealing with problems, and some problems come in the form of people who are after him and he has to just get rid of them.
Yeah, he's very desensitised to everything.
And now on to the last track, bonus track number 2 from what I know, track number 19, just playing in brackets Dreams. So does this mean that he's just playing and all of this never happened? He's actually just a normal bloke, grew up in Texas, and it was just all a dream.
You think he stole my year 6 creative writing essay idea of it was all a dream?
Yeah.
At the end.
And they just woke up and it was all a dream.
It was all a dream.
I don't think you're the only one who's used that, in fact. I think
What?
you're quite late to use it in year 6.
What?
I think I'd probably do that in year 2, to be honest.
Telling me I didn't come up with that one? Nah, I never knew that.
Alright, yeah. Again, the last track, track number 19, just playing Dreams. They're my brackets.
Bro.
As I sit back, relax, steam a blunt, sip a Vex. Think about the sexy singers that I wanna sex. I probably go to jail for fucking Patti LaBelle. Ooh, Regina Belle, she probably do me swell. Jasmine Guy was fly, Mariah Carey's kinda scary. Wait a minute, what about my honey Mary? Them jeans, they fitting like a glove. I had a crush on you since real love, huh? Hold your horses, I'ma show you who the boss of intercourse is. Sex, I'm taking no losses. Even groups like SWV and TLC can't see B.I.G with telepathy. The recipe, a picture hardcore with the gun. Pimpin' ain't easy, but it sure is fun. When I bust my nuts, I bust them one by one. So what's the 411, hun? Dreams of fucking an R&B bitch. I'm just playing, but I'm saying. Dreams of fucking an R&B bitch. I'm just playing, I'm saying. Dreams of fucking an R&B bitch. I'm just playing, but I'm saying. Dreams of fucking an R&B bitch. I'm just playing, but I'm saying. You know what I'm saying to me? I ain't trying to diss her, honey. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing, I just be bugging, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, you know. I just bugging her, you know. I'm just playing, you know, flirt with the but I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But negative dog, motherfucker out. I'm just playing, but I'm saying. I'm just playing, but I would hit all. I'm saying.
Right, so thoughts on the final bonus song, just playing?
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely say it definitely felt like a bonus track.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
The last one did as well, but this one even more so, because obviously the playful topic, definitely not like leading on to a deep cyclical ending or anything like that.
No.
I mean, I definitely will treat the album as a concept from track 1 to track 17 in that sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are just two more tunes on the end. It's just funny in the chorus how he's like, I'm just playing, but I'm saying. It's like,
yeah,
I get that so much with things. It's like, I'll say something a bit rogue, a bit bold. I'll be like, I'm only joking, but I'll be like, But am I actually
Yeah,
joking?
it's like, I'm
not
joking.
actually joking.
I'm joking,
for the sake
unless-
of telling you that I'm not that rogue, but really I am the rogue.
Yeah, I'm joking. Unless.
I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with
I think
he didn't need to hide from the fact that he wants to fucking R&B bitch. To be honest, I don't think he should be hiding from that at all. Who doesn't?
One thing I want to know is, did he ever meet all the women that he sang about in this song, and have they listened to the song? Because surely that would have made it a bit awkward if you ever bump into like Tina Turner and Mariah Carey after saying she's kind of scary, but you know, all these like legendary singers, and he's just there like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck all of them.
Yeah.
So, and like massive musician Biggie as well. So surely you'd think he would have met a couple of them. So
Definitely.
I'd like to see how that meeting went down, to be honest.
Yeah, that'd be funny. And yeah, I mean, he's brought up Ike Turner as well.
Yeah.
Like in this and earlier on, to be fair, I didn't mention earlier on. It's just a thing that he keeps using as like a nice little well, perhaps not nice, but as a little burn words and just as a little little bar. So definitely heard other artists talk about it as well. But I think it's very it's almost like a case study of the hip hop community.
Yeah,
I think a lot of rappers reference to it.
Yeah, I think it was
other than that, just a playful track.
Yeah,
some jokes,
bit of fun, bit of jokes,
some humour. Just a good way to. I mean, if you're going to add a bonus track, it's definitely a good sort of track to add. Just a bit of a playful vibe. Just to get your head up after Suicidal Thoughts, really. But yeah.
Right, so now I've got to ask you about thoughts on the album as a whole.
Yes, as we like to say.
Yes.
Thoughts on the album as a whole. I'll summarise it first and then give you a rating.
Yeah, cool.
Because I feel like the summary itself will kind of help me.
Yeah, it's good to
so yeah, I mean, overall,
think out loud.
Definitely relatively long album. I'm treating it till track 17 though as an album concept.
Yeah.
I think he managed to make it not as much of a problem as it would usually be for the majority of artists. So I wouldn't say it's a huge criticism, but I still think I prefer slightly shorter, sweeter albums.
Yeah.
If it was maybe just 3-4 songs less, it might hit harder. Not to say it didn't hit hard though.
Yeah, it can feel a bit bloated, and you wonder, if he was.
But he's bloated, to be fair. So.
Yeah, if he was forced to cut it down to 14 songs, would it be better?
Yeah,
it's always a question. You wonder.
Because I mean, there's some similarities between some of the songs.
Yeah.
But then, as I said earlier, he did find a way to at least diversify either the lyrics.
Yeah.
In the songs where the instrumental was really similar, or then vice versa, the instrumental was where the lyrics were similar. So, as much as it could be bloated, at least it wasn't genuinely repetitively, unnecessarily bloated, like some artists have released albums like that in the past, where there's just 3 or 4 songs that sound pretty much like the same, scattered throughout the album. So he didn't have a problem in that sense, and that's the main thing, really. That's what would have actually been a problem. So it wasn't really a problem in the end. Just could have perhaps been even better if it was a little bit sweeter. But yeah, I mean, he did a very good job in the start of the album, just like describing specific memories of before we started rapping, dark memories, problems, issues, family, gang life, just everything all in one. Just a chaotic, stressful life. And he really painted that picture. And then I feel like he just kind of went on to just add into that picture that he's already painted, just as he got more famous and the new problems that come with that. And the switch ups of like people on him and stuff. So he definitely, I think the whole thing is a big storyline, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And he did very well at just leading you through a journey, and because of his effective story writing, you really follow it and you don't feel like lost in it at all. You really like feel like you can picture every part. So
yeah,
bit of a movie. And obviously adding into that all the interludes and like little skits definitely give you even more of a realistic.
Yeah, I think you really get a feel for his personality.
And for the funny skits and all
that.
Like a couple sex type songs, funny stuff.
Yeah,
really just like gives you his true character.
Yeah,
I think that's important because I mean, as I've said, I think before when we were listening to the Low End Theory compared to Illmatic, the one thing about Illmatic that like toned it down for me a little bit is just the fact that it was so serious throughout the whole thing.
Yeah,
I do appreciate like when you can mix the two, bring out your lightheartedness as well.
Yeah,
And obviously Biggie definitely has abundance of that. So
yeah, he's so like charismatic. Yeah. He's got like so much like swagger.
Exactly. So yeah, he just did a very good job of making it digestible for someone like me who couldn't relate to those really deep traumatic experiences. But he added in bits and bobs that kept me entertained for it.
Yeah.
So just very skillful guy.
So now I've got to ask for the number.
The number is... It's so difficult, man. Are we against decimals?
We are against decimals, unfortunately.
I'm going to give it... And obviously, as always, I feel like I don't need to say it, but subject to change from further listens. It is only my first listen.
Yeah.
But I think because of the length and potentially could be shorter aspect of it, I'm giving it an 8.
Giving it an 8. Fair enough.
But I reckon as I get more like in touch with the exact meanings of like certain things and like catch way more bars, for example, which I'm shit at doing.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I think that's like it's very unlikely to fall. It's going to grow if anything. So 8 is just a little starting point.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty fair.
Gets a 9 from me, I have to say. I think you are right. I feel like it is a bit bloated, and for me, like the track orders, like I don't know. I feel like you could rearrange it to make it flow, sort of narratively a bit better.
Yeah, I'd say my like why it's not a 9 for me isn't really to do with the artistic aspect of it, or like his skill, or just the brilliance of it. It's just more to do with the structure of it and just how it's put out there and how it's given to you as a listener.
Yeah.
So really, like musically, if you want me to give 2 ratings, musically I'll give it a 9, but as a project,
as a whole,
and obviously without listening to the album as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as I said once again, likely to grow.
Cool.
It was very good. It was very, very good.
Yeah.
And definitely met expectations. It didn't fall below.
Didn't disappoint.
No.
I'm glad. Right, should we wrap this up then?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you enjoyed the reaction, give it a like.
If you've made it this far, thank you.
Yeah, because it's quite a long album, so probably a long video. And I mean, if you thought we had any good points, let us know. If you thought we missed anything, let us know. Give us some context. I mean, I've asked a few questions throughout this on little things, and we'd love to just, especially me because I haven't heard it before, just get more information, really. More facts and stuff about Biggie himself. And if you just thought it was shit, obviously give it a dislike.
Yeah.
As per. Any suggestions? Comment section. As always, we're gonna get to it eventually. We're just kind of keeping it in the bank.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you did, and we will see you next time.
Yeah.
We don't know what with, to be fair, but
we'll work it out.
It'll be a surprise. I'm good at surprises. Peace.
Bye.